Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Shamanic Shaman. What I have here for us this evening, the sun is just going down, is a little blessing ceremony for Mother Earth and for all those of us who are trying to help bring back the more natural ways. And for those of you who have been following me, you know that I started a secret garden / food forest behind the train tracks, and now I'm kind of expanding it out here by sowing wild rice in a lake. Now, the wild rice that I ordered online looks parched to me, which means it won't germinate, but there are two grains in between here that look lighter in color that might not be parched enough, that might actually germinate. I don't know. It's not worth to pay for the return shipping, so what the heck, I'm just gonna try it. In the best case it works, in the worst case it doesn't, but it's also the thought that counts. And my lesson learned is that next time I will actually order it from a seed company that specializes in wild rice. So Canadian wild rice, or also American wild rice, right? So in North America generally. There is wild rice. I forgot now exactly what the Latin name is. Sacinus platinus or something like that. Sorry, I checked it right before filming, but I already forgot again. But the first and third letter is a Z, so Zazinus or something similar. But you can Google it. So it's Canadian wild rice, which actually comes from a tall grass that grows in water. It's not an actual rice plant. And I suspect that this seller didn't quite know, and probably, I'm assuming, took some store-bought wild rice and resent it, but I don't know. At the same time, it was someone very thoughtful who also sent me free calendula seeds, which I will use. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and let's just see what happens. But either way, with all of that being said, let me just put the little plastic bag down because, oh, it won't come off easily. Hold on. It got stuck to my skin. Okay, so that I can throw it easier. So with all of that being said, if any of you want to smudge, please quickly pause the video because I'm jumping right in. So let's call in our divine team. Dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, and our entire divine spirit team of the light, please join this healing and blessing ceremony for Mother Earth and all those of us who are trying to help restore the balance in whichever way we can help Mother Earth and nature, and close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. Here you can see a little bit more the lake. I was kind of focused down more, but it's a beautiful little lake that I'm at over here. Like, it's still pretty wild, and it's still part of the Greater Toronto area. So, well, actually just a little outside, but it's still officially in part of sort of the amalgamated towns and cities that are all grown together. So it's actually quite amazing. So for many of us who still live in cities, we can find some really cool, neat, natural spots if we look hard enough, right? And luckily, I live in a city that has a lot of green spaces. So anyhow, with that being said, let us give our gratitude for whatever we're grateful for today. And my gratitude today is to have all these beautiful parks, and some of these are actually completely or almost completely untouched, right? So they're not groomed, they're left completely natural, and it really feels like you're stepping into a wild forest. So I'm very, very grateful for that, to still have some of that even in cities for people who don't necessarily get to fully leave and go really far, right? Okay, with that being said, I ask for blessings and protection and massive amounts of love light energies to help all those of us who are trying to help Mother Earth recover and have the natural balance restored, to have nature restored and healed, and to guide all of us very strongly to whatever we're supposed to do as a part of this. So again, like in my case, I felt strongly guided to plant edible food crops in areas that are basically left untouched, right? So that is my small contribution to Mother Earth, to nature, to be restored even in areas that are surrounded by concrete and traffic and other stuff, but to also have food available for those who are not part of mainstream society, so drifters and homeless people and other people who shy away from all the mainstream stuff, who might be walking around the train tracks, right? So to also contribute to help them eat healthier as well as also having a little bit to harvest for myself. Oh, and someone over there is actually making a fire now. That's awesome. I don't know if you can see it well enough. I'm trying to point without losing too many of the greens here, but over there. Okay, with that being said, let my contribution for today be the wild rice that hopefully, fingers crossed, might still germinate even though it looks parched. But again, it's worth a try. So let a small miracle happen for this one, and let at least some of these seeds be still untampered enough so that they will germinate and that some plants will grow, and from there it shall multiply and the natural food crops shall spread again in plain sight for all those who recognize them to see and harvest. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this ceremony. So let the ceremony now be finished, and let us give massive amounts of love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings to our divine team. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your guidance, for all the teachings, for all the protection, for the love that keeps streaming in through different people, through different events, situations, circumstances, whatever it might be, but it is coming. We just have to have our eyes open to see and be thankful. So thank you. Okay, with that being said, let the ceremony fully and completely be finished. Please open the circle of protection around us, but keep us strongly and massively safe, shielded, and protected at all times with a divine seal of protection. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching, for being a part of this ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. And especially with this video, I would love to hear what you're doing to help Mother Earth, to help the rewilding process, or what you're doing to leave mainstream society and start a more healthier way of life, or anything along those lines. Maybe you've moved off grid or anything like that. Hold on, there was a mosquito. So please put it in the comments. I would love to hear about it or read about it. And other than that, if you could please like, share, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. And In July, I will restart shamanic group ceremonies, both virtual and physical live ones in the Greater Toronto area. So all the information will be in the description box below, but you can head over to the Shamanic Shaman Facebook page or to meetup.com, and the group name is Shamanic Fire Ceremonies. So it would be wonderful to connect that way. If not, then through one of the next videos. And in the meantime, I'm sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time. And I'm sending you massive amounts of love and light. May truth and integrity always be with you. Bye for now.